going on? Honest Abe again. You know, it's got a little extra shit for you. I was reading this article. I think it was on defsounds.com, and it was saying that hip hop needs to grow up. You know, and it's saying that the artists are not showing growth in their music as far as subject matter is concerned. And some of the people they named were Fab, 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, you know, Rick Ross. And the argument is that these artists, you know, are speaking about lives that sharply contrast with the lives that they're actually living. You know, and I agree with that to a certain extent. You know what I mean? I'm an older fan of hip hop, so I kind of want to see, you know, the hot artists right now talk about things that are relevant to what's going on in my life. But I think as we get older, you know, we tend to forget that these guys are entertainers. You know what I mean? Like, their stage personas, by definition, should differ from their actual lives. You know, and another good point is that you don't hear this same demand in rock or country or heavy metal. You know, like country musicians, they're rich, but they can still sing about despair and, you know, just being in situations where they feel like they're on the rock bottom or whatever, lonely, painful kind of things, but they're rich at the same time and nobody complains. And Ozzy Osbourne, you know, we all know he's rich, but he can still talk about death and darkness. You know, so I think we should just afford the same courtesy to hip-hop artists, you know. I mean, hip-hop, kind of like pop, is catered to a crowd that's 21 and under. You know what I mean? And at me personally, I'm 27, so it's my choice to either listen or ignore the shit. Amen. You know what I mean? It's not targeted at me. It's not targeted at people my age. You know, it's for the 21 and under crowd. So bottom line is that as we get older, as the fan, you know, we have to either just ignore that the shit is, you know, talking about some childish bullshit and keep listening to it, or we can turn it off, you know, broaden our range of music. You know, I mean, you just got to accept that's the reality of hip-hop, you know. It's a young man's game, you know what I mean? I used to be kind of like, you know, fuck Soulja Boy, fuck all the young garbage cats, you know, even a Gucci Mane, a guy with no lyrical content really, but at the same time you got to respect from an entertainment standpoint. These guys, it's not just about the lyrics, you know what I mean? They provide a persona, an image that people can kind of relate to, you know. It's kind of like, you know, watching movies, you know what I mean? And you want to see the death and the drug selling and all that stuff, but that's not the life that you actually live. It's kind of like, you know, you get to look into a different world for a minute, so to speak. So, you know, I'm going to try to pull back with my hating for a minute on those guys, you know. I mean, end of the day, they're black men getting money, you know, affecting black families, you know, causing progress, and I can definitely respect that. Next up, we had Stephon Marbury. You know, he comes out of the woodwork, and he's talking reckless about Jay-Z right now. You know, and I guess Jay-Z had a line on La La La, which was like 6-7 years ago, like on the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack. You know, man, Bleak be buffing that La La La. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know what I'm talking about. And I guess he had a little half a bar, I guess, that mentioned Stephon. And I guess Steph woke up, I guess, recently, and he's like, yo, I want to address this, you know what I mean? So Steph is like, yo, you're not really doing what you say in your raps and all this. This is kind of a whole weird situation, you know what I mean? I feel kind of bad for Steph, man. I mean, his shit is over, as we all know. You know, his shit is pretty much over. I feel like he's kind of grabbing for straws right now, you know what I mean? So to Steph, I just want to say, you know what I mean, out of love, put the pipe down, man. You know what I mean? Just, you know, if you need to check into rehab, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You know, we respect you as a man when you get better, you know. We seen Whitney get better. You can do it too, Steph. You know what I mean? Just put the pipe down, man. Put the weed down. Put the E down. Whatever it is that you're on, get off that shit, please, you know. And something else that I saw, KRS-1, he's at the hip hop honors ceremony, award show, whatever, and they're honoring Def Jam, and your boy KRS comes out and says that Def Jam single-handedly destroyed hip-hop. You know what I mean? And I guess it's kind of a trend with KRS, like everything that doesn't involve him is destroying, you know, hip-hop. You know what I mean? And I respect KRS-1 as a pioneer of the game, but at this point, man, sit your old ass down, please. Like, KRS-1 has really shown no growth as far as his music goes. Niggas still rapping that same little, you know what I mean? I'm in the place to be, you know, that old bullshit flow. Like, you got no multi-syllables. I'm sure he doesn't have metaphors, similes, imagery, none of that. Hyperbole, none of that. Like, his flow is just mad basic from what I hear. Nigga ain't even on beat half the time. Like, you know what I mean? So, on some respectful shit, KRS-1, man, chill out, man. Shut the fuck up, you know what I mean? Chill. You know, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit, man. Your boat is gone. That shit been gone. Like, you missed it. So just chill out, man, you know? We want to respect you as a pioneer, but if you keep running that mouth on this weirdo bullshit, yo, we're going to have to, you know what I mean, pull that card a little bit. You know? We know about your son, man. I mean, you know what I mean? You can't, don't come at me with all this extra shit. You got to get your house together. You feel me? Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like that's just upsetting. That's more Willie Lynch type of shit. The old guys coming at the younger cats. You know what I mean? It's just kind of disappointing, especially from someone like KRS-1. You know what I mean? Yeah, self-destruction. You know, I respect that. Even if it was in the 80s. You know? But at some point, I feel like you got to grow, man. You should have used that rap as a platform to open you up some businesses and shit. Every time I see the guy, niggas, you know, man, bummy. Like, I got a regular job. This nigga don't dress better than me. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, yo. Come on. You got the motherfucking, the little Scullies with the bills on them and shit. Like, come on, yo. Chill out. Chill out with that, man. That nigga clothes looking like, you know, washed about 6 times. I'm just saying, man, you know, chill out with that. Much love for KRS-1, but, you know, I do have to protect my hip-hop. This ain't the 80s shit, you feel me? So, that's it, you know what I mean? That's all I got. It's a little extra for the niggas. And I'll see y'all next week, man. Honest Abe, signing off.